getting everything set up here, posting that we're live. All right, we'll give it just a minute here before we get started. Let some people trickle in, and then we'll build a computer. How's everybody doing today, tonight, this evening? Right meow. How are we doing? Just give it another minute or so, and then we'll get to it. Yo, Jatana! Good freaking evening. How are we? Ryan Fan, how do I fix the white and yellow light on my motherboard? Are they both stuck on, like when you try and boot it? White and yellow. What brand of motherboard do you have? Usually yellow is for DRAM and white is for, so usually yellow is your RAM and white is for your GPU. You could try clearing your CMOS, see if that helps anything. You can see if your GPU is causing problems. It's an Asus. Yeah, you can see if your GPU is causing problems. So like taking your GPU out and then connecting your HDMI cable or whatever to the back of the motherboard if your CPU has onboard graphics. You can try taking out one stick of RAM at a time and using just one of them and seeing if it'll start up like that. Botrix has joined the channel. Welcome in, Botrix. All right, we're gonna get started. Yeah, feel free to keep asking questions, Ryan, while I'm building, but we're gonna get started on the build for today. We've got an Intel i7 14700K. We've got 3 terabytes of storage, Crucial T500. This is a really fast Gen 4 SSD, and then another 2 terabyte Crucial P3. We've got our 32 gigs of DDR5 CL32 6400 RAM. Nice beastly Asrock Nova Wi-Fi Z790. An RTX 4080. Yeah, the yellow light typically means there's something wrong with your RAM. Now it could be something going on in your BIOS, and maybe your RAM itself, like hardware-wise, isn't damaged, but you're not going to be able to tell without, doing some diagnostic work. All right, and we got a 1000 watt power supply, so RTX 4080, 1000 watt power supply, and then down on the ground, you can't see it right now, but we've got an NZXT H7 Flow RGB case, so that means it's the standard H7 Flow case, but with 3 RGB fans installed in the front of it, which is awesome because that means, I don't have to install them. They're nice looking RGB fans, and then we'll just use the this AIO from EK to have the rest of the RGB in the build, and it's gonna look great. Okay, let's get started here. We gotta move, well, most of this, to be honest, most of this out of the way so that we can get to building. Okay. Yeah, most likely it is going to be a RAM issue when the yellow light is on. It's just, yeah, there's no like smoking gun when it's on. There's, there's a number of things that could be going on, and without trying stuff out and testing and doing diagnostics, there's no way for me to be like, it's this. So, if you have extra RAM and, if you have extra parts and stuff laying around from older computers or whatever, like you can always try and do a little more just kind of like hot swapping stuff around to see what might be going on. But if you don't, then that's kind of what you got to do. Is this a normal thing while building? Oh, is this like a brand new computer? Did you just build it? Okay, shouldn't need these, but we're gonna put these in there anyways. Nice little keycap. You just finished building it. It's not unheard of in a new build. It could be that you have some dead on arrival RAM. This is the first time you fired it up, Ryan? RGB splitter. Tyler Rutherford coming in with a sub on YouTube. Thank you so much. We got some thermistors and stuff in here. Okay, it's the first time you've ever fired it up. Have you... What are the specs? That might help. Oh, we've got our GPU support. The MSI might come with the GPU support on its own, so we may or may not be able to use that, but we'll take it out just in case. If it's the first time powering it on, it is not unheard of for it to be an old BIOS that needs to be updated. So I'm interested to know what specs you have. Yeah, but like I need to know, like, is it like CPU, motherboard, all that good stuff too, preferably. Oh, not gonna fit that way. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get our motherboard out here. Tyler Rutherford, thank you for that sub, by the way. Appreciate it. That's what I appreciate about you. Okay, we gotta clip all these zip ties from Asrock so we can get this motherboard out here. Asrock goes above and beyond on making sure that their stuff is protected in shipping. It's really cool. I like it. All right, we got a bunch of freaking stickies on here for all these peels. Motherboard is a Asus Z690 4070 Ti. CPU is a 12700K. Is that DDR4 or DDR5 RAM? Just out of curiosity. No! You little bum hole. Okay. Oh. We're gonna be that way. Get my tools out of here. It's much harder to do this with these gloves on. Okay, you got DDR5. Yeah, it honestly, it's possible that it's a BIOS update that you need to do. You can usually run a offline BIOS update where you basically, you'll have to follow your motherboard's manual, but like basically you put the new BIOS file on a flash drive, label it correctly, like change the name, and then put it into the correct USB port on the back of your motherboard, and then without even turning it on, you can essentially flash your BIOS. And that would be the first step I would take to make sure that it's not that. And if that doesn't work, then like there's other steps you can take. But that would be the number one. That would be the first thing I would do. Because it's not uncommon to have dead on arrival RAM, but it's also not that common. Like I have had it happen a handful of times, and I've built a lot of computers. Did I use up all the, oh no, there it is. I thought I had one of these. Okay, we're gonna use one of these as well to get nice contact pressure on the old CPU. What about the white light? The white light is for VGA, which is your GPU, but your motherboard manual should give you like some sort of indication of what having both of them on means. Yo, what's up, MJ? Or maybe even online, but because usually having both of them on, it might be something different than if just one of them is on, you know? Okay, we're gonna get our CPU installed just to keep that socket from getting damaged. So there's our 14700K, boom, installed. Fortune's Keep Warzone 1 vibes. Dude, it was fun. We got, I have 5 wins today on Fortune's Keep. Not too shabby, huh? Not bad for somebody who doesn't normally play Resurgence. Got a couple with, I got 2 with Rytech. I think at least one of those was, we had Heinrich on the team as well. I don't remember if we had him for both wins. And then got 3 more, 1 or 2 with Mr. Beeringer and Major League Infidel, and then another one with Navy joining us too. First I booted my PC, then it was only the white light, so I turned it off, booted it back on, and turned yellow and white. Yeah, if you've never gotten it to boot or post to the BIOS yet, I would update the BIOS before you mess with too much else. Like just update the BIOS, see if that fixes it. If not, then it's pretty likely it's a hardware issue, like the RAM. But yeah, it's something I've seen several times where like you can't get it to post with the BIOS that comes on the motherboard. So definitely worth giving that a try. Is that back plate falling too far off? I'm trash at Warzone, so I won't get any. I was having a lot of fun with it, especially once I had a decent XRK stalker build, because you can one-shot snipe people with it from reasonably close. I had a lot of fun with that. All right, got all those started. Get them nice and tight. Boom. Now, our CPU has great contact pressure. Do you have a video on how to use the BIOS? Because I have no idea. I actually, believe it or not, I have a video planned on how to update your BIOS the normal way, but not the way that you need to do it. Which, like, the way you need to update it is completely outside of the actual BIOS. It's just, yeah. But your motherboard manual will walk you through the steps you need to do for that. Okay, let's get, okay, we're gonna get our main SSD drive installed right here. It's our Crucial T500. My squad isn't competent enough to get dubs with. We're better at arguing. Yeah. That's one thing I really enjoy playing with people who are solid players. I don't like sitting there arguing and like not getting kills and stuff. Like, I'm not there just to have fun. Like, I am there to have fun, but to me, just playing and not playing well is not fun to me, because I'm very competitive. I guess that's what happens when you play with your family. Yeah, that's true. All right, so Crucial T500, that's a 1 terabyte SSD. And we'll take off the cover for that thermal pad there. And this guy looks like it's gonna slide in on that side. Push down, secure. Okay, and then going to Blazing M.2, so we got another M.2 slot right here. We'll just use that one. Yo, what's up? How we doing, Mr. Rainbow? Good morning. It is 6 7:15 at night around here, so not quite morning for us. But I need to replace the motherboard or RAM. It's more likely to be a RAM issue if you need to replace it. But again, I wouldn't, you know, don't spend too much time thinking about all the what ifs and why fors and whatnot. Like, try and see if you can update the BIOS offline, and then move on from there. It won't benefit you to sit there too much and worry about what could be wrong until you're actually to the point where you figure out what's actually wrong, you know? It's 4:15 a.m. over there on Thursday. 4:15 a.m. Where are you, Mr. Rainbow? You somewhere in Australia? Tel Aviv. Oh, other direction. Nice. Cool. All right, so our 2 terabytes installed there, got our 1 terabyte installed there. Let's get our RAM installed, and then we can install the mounting brackets or the mounting kind of stuff for our CPU cooler. And then we can get stuff into the thing. Update the RAMs in the BIO. No, so what you gotta do, I mean, like I was saying, so what you gotta do is you gotta go to the website for your motherboard. So you like literally just type in like Asus ROG Strix X670 EA Gaming, you know, whatever the model name is for your motherboard. Type that in, go to the support page for Asus, and then you need to download the newest BIOS file onto a flash drive on like some other computer. Yo, Mr. Rainbow, welcome to Tier 1. I wasn't sure if my like memberships were live yet. Like I know they were technically live, but nobody was able to do it last week. So thank you, or earlier this week. We got our first member. So loud. Also, that might get me copyrighted. Yo, thank you so much for the Tier 1 sub, dude. Or Tier 1 member, sorry. I've been on Facebook and Kick and Twitch and stuff for too many years. Members. We have members here. Dude, I appreciate you. Yeah. I mean, if you stick around long enough, Ryan, I can show you what I'm talking about. Probably. But it's not gonna be until after I'm completely done with this computer that I'll be able to do it for you. Okay. Let's put this over here. That. And we need our AIO stuff out here. I finally sharpened my knife the other day and it just feels so good. Oh, so nice having a nice sharp knife, man. Yo, Zeniv, thank you so much for the subscribe. I appreciate that. Zeniv. Does same apply for the white light? What do you mean? AIO. Yes, the AIO. Come on. There we go. There we go. Welcome. Should just need this. The AIO. Whew. Almost opened this baby upside down. Do you search up the GPU? No, you're just like, so you're just trying to install the newest BIOS firmware for your motherboard. That's all you're doing. You're not downloading something specifically for the RAM. You're not downloading something specifically for your GPU. It's just to update the firmware for your motherboard itself to see if that's why you can't get it to post off the rip. That's all. That's all we're trying to do here. Finally got a 4K monitor for the first time in my life. I have to say I'll never go back to 1440p. I've never owned a 4K monitor, if I'm being honest. All right, so here's my LG A1700. So we got a stick of this guy right back there. I think it goes this way. Yeah. Okay, I heard it pop into place. Oh, shoot. Ah, shoot. I don't remember which one it is. I don't remember if it's the thin ones or the thicker ones that I need. I guess I did need this welcome packet. Yeah, I have 1440p is the highest res that I've ever had, especially for like gaming or anything. I may have like had a 4K monitor at like work at one point, but yeah, pretty much always been 1440. And then I gamed on a 1080p for a long time. Okay, I want the thicker one. The thicker one, the taller one. Okay, there we go. Goodbye, welcome packet. So I need these 4 guys. Okay. Sweet. Okay, now I can do this. All right, screen, cool. Okay. So now I stick it out like that. You just gotta stick these guys through. Start getting them tightened up a little bit. Is it normal for the RAM light to be on while there's the yellow light? The RAM light is the yellow light. Or you mean like the RGB for the RAM? Do you mean like the, is it normal for the RGB, like this bit to be on? Yeah. Yeah, that's normal. Because this doesn't require, the RGB turning on just requires power to the RAM. It doesn't require your computer to turn on or anything. No, he's talking about, so he's got his RAM light's RGB is turning on, but his easy debug is turning up with the yellow, which is DRAM, and the white, which is VGA. So he's not sure what's going on. And it's hard for me to know what's going on without obviously having it on hand or anything. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get the rest of this stuff out of here. So got all that out. Need these guys as well. I don't remember if we need this tube of thermal paste, and we definitely need this guy. Okay, put this away for now. Okay, this is ready to go inside of our computer case now. So let's get that out onto the table, or the desk, or whatever we want to call it. Oh man, this thing's kind of heavy. Okay. So this is the NZXT H7 Flow RGB. So it comes with the 3 front fans pre-installed as RGB fans rather than the standard, you know, non-RGB fans. Very convenient. It's nice to have, you know, those pre-installed where I don't have to, you know, do it myself. I don't have to swap them out. It's great. Do I install the BIOS and firmware? The BIOS is the firmware. Your BIOS file is the firmware for your motherboard. Okay, I'm gonna get the accessory kit out of here. Someone's calling me. 1 second, chat. Hello? Yeah, the VR. Okay, sorry about that. That was a potential customer. I have my business up on Google now, so sometimes I get phone calls from customers. So there we go. Alrighty then. Okay, so got our panels off there. Don't need to touch those front fans. We can even take this screen off top, and we can lay this bad boy down. Switch back to our over-the-top view and get our motherboard slid into place. Oh yeah. Perfect. Okay, let's get our things here. Yo, what's up? How we doing, Fireground? Welcome in. Okay. We're building an awesome PC tonight, man. All right. Google, what's that? All right. I just talked to my Siri AI. Oh, come on. There we go. Look at that, Mr. Rainbow got that little star next to him. Mr. Rainbow, chat, if you didn't know, is the first ever paid member, tier 1 member here on YouTube. So make sure you give him a thank you for supporting the channel. Pretty soon we'll have other ways of getting revenue on here other than just super chats and paid members. But for now, pretty happy to have our first ever member. Mr. Rainbow probably uses Rabbit AI. The only thing he uses for everything. I honestly don't know how that thing works. I assume it's all like voice controlled. All right, got all those started. I'm gonna get them all nice and tightened down. Okay. Cool. Those are all tightened down all the way. Can I check beforehand in BIOS if I have the latest version? Not if you can't get it to post. If you can't get your CPU to, or your PC to post, then you can't check the BIOS because you don't know what it gets shipped with. When you're firing it up, are you connecting it to a HDMI cable? It shouldn't stop it from posting, but if you want to connect to it, you have to connect with the HDMI cable for the first time. Thank you, it's good to be here. Hey, it's good to have y'all here while we have fun building some computers. Alrighty. Yeah, you can't access the BIOS if you can't get your PC to post. Okay, well, why is I'm getting a call from Israel. Is this you, Mr. Rainbow? Hello? You calling me Mr. Rainbow? That would be pretty wild if that was you somehow. Okay. Alrighty, let's get all of our front panel and connections and stuff in. So, we've got a lot of cables in here from all these fans, so let's kind of separate everything out. Why am I getting called from Israel? Hello. Wow, I didn't know that is even possible. All right. Well, I better hang up and get back to the build. That is funny. Thanks, man. Appreciate the membership. Bye. I guess that's what I get for telling people that I'm on I'm on Google. That was in fact Mr. Rainbow. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's get all of our stuff here connected. We've got our HD audio, which is gonna go over here, in the bottom left. Boom, done. Next, I'm gonna go with our USB 3, which is gonna come in right here. I saw it earlier. Boom, done. Next, I want our USB 3.2, which is right there. Okay. So I actually need to reroute that one here in the back because it's not long enough to go all the way down there. Oh, well, I guess I get to remove that zip tie. Sorry, NZXT, I gotta take your zip tie out. There we go. A little scratch in the thing, but that's good, fine. Okay. Take that protective cap off. That makes me laugh. Okay. Let me get that right up here. Come on. There it goes. Okay. There's all that connected. Now we want our front panel connector. So this is like how you're able to power on via your front switch. Plug that in. Front panel is right there, bottom right. Okay, let's connected in. Should I install the latest version of BIOS first? Yes, that's what I'm saying. You should install the latest BIOS update, like make sure the motherboard BIOS version is up to date to see if you can get your PC to post into the BIOS. Because if you can't get it to do that, then it's likely a hardware problem. Okay, these are all kind of tangled up. I don't want them tangled up. Come on, it's this one. There we go. Now they're separated. Aren't you separated? You sit over there. You sit over there. Stab it. Cool. There we go. Now we're going to connect the RGB header for our front fans. And that is going to go right down here along the bottom. Is that also an RGB over there? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? I don't think it is though. Okay. All right, so we got that RGB connected. Now we've got this 3-to-1 connector here for the case front fans. Okay. What do we have for headers down here? We've got, well, we got another header right here next to this stuff. We'll use that one up. Actually, we might want to, yeah, I think we'll use that one for the top fan. So we'll use one of these guys down here instead. Okay, so got that connected. Run this one down to the bottom. This is the exhaust fan right next to my face. Okay, so that's this fan here. When it happened to use, what is it, both lights or one? I don't remember. Usually it just doesn't post, and I think it's usually just the DRAM light, but it's hard to know. Anyways, you could have finished it by now. It's super fast. It's a very quick process, so I would just do it. Just do it. Just do it, son. Okay. I'm gonna install the power cables for the CPU, and then we can move on to get our AIO in there. Because here's the thing, Ryan, updating your BIOS is something you need to do either way. This is just a different way of doing it. No matter what, you want to update your BIOS when you build a new computer. So, you know, rather than asking too many questions to things that nobody can really answer, since none of us have your computer with them, you just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Okay, I don't need the power supply yet. I just want those cables. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, cables wise, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need some SATA, but I don't know if that's the right one. That's not what I want for that. All right, there's the GPU power I want. Don't need that. There's CPU power. Here's another GPU power. There's another GPU power. There's CPU power. There's the smaller SATA that I want. And there's that guy, motherboard. Cool. All right, time to get those CPU power cables installed. Hiya. Cool. Put that one in. Boom. How do I do it? Look at the manual for your motherboard. It has the steps on how to flash the BIOS. It's usually like one of the very last things on the Asus manual is how to flash the BIOS via the button, like rather than within the BIOS. What's up, Navy? I saw your message that you got a freaking solo dub. Atta boy. Also, we got our first paid member. They work, Navy. Mr. Rainbow came in and dropped the first tier 1 membership. Let's freaking go. How cool is that? 2 solo dubs. Sheesh. All right, there we go. Got our CPU power cables in over there. Okay. Let's get our AIO installed. Love it. I know, right? It's got that little star-shaped badge and everything now. Also, I mentioned that I have my business on Google now, and he was able to find it, he's in Tel Aviv. He was able to find it and call me. Made me laugh. How are all my PC lovers tonight? Also, chat, if you haven't yet, make sure you back out and hit that thumbs up on the stream so that you can help boost me in the algorithm. That was pretty funny. Mr. Rainbow the Investigator over here. Somebody should hire you to be a private eye. Okay, I don't think I can get this with my gloves on. I'll have to do that a little bit later. Here we go. Got this one though. No! You bumhole. Okay. Guess I'll use my tool after all. Colin, what's up? Wait, when did we switch from Warzone to this? I ended the kick stream and then got this one set up, and now we're here. What are we, like 30 minutes in? Something like that? There's one little piece left. Come on. What did you miss? Well, we got our first ever member. It's working now, Colin. So, you know, I mean, maybe I'm not saying necessarily that it will work for you if you tried it again, but it is working. It was working for Mr. Rainbow to be able to do it, so. We got our first paid member here on YouTube now. We're rich. We're freaking rich. Just kidding. But it is cool to get that that first, you know, first paid member. I'm neither Hall or Oates, private eye. What's up, Caked? How we doing? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This guy is gonna mount in just like this. Cool. This guy's gonna mount in this way, I think. Just like that. And then hook up there. So when I lay it this way, the tails of the fans are gonna be pointed to the right. Also, there's a bunch more plastic on here that I have to take off, so that's cool, it's fine. Oh, it's not gonna come off together, apparently. Apparently, I've never been on live television before, and apparently, these are not all connected in any way, shape, or form. And apparently they use a ridiculously strong adhesive because it left a residue on here, which is super unfortunate, but it didn't on that side. So that's good. That's gonna be facing the back of the computer, so it's not the end of the world. It's dumb for sure, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so let's get our fans all up in here, like that. And this. Just like that. Wait, are these longer than the other ones? Tier 1! Oh, I opened the wrong ones. Well, rip. These are the ones I was supposed to open. So we'll just put those here. And those ones, we'll put in a little Ziploc bag. Because I've got lots of those. I got little Ziploc bags coming out of my ears. Also, I don't know if this is big enough. Will this be your new game PC? No. No. This is for a customer. I will probably not be building myself a new gaming PC for a very long time because I've already got a killer gaming PC. So unless someone wants to buy it off of me for a nice tidy sum, I'm gonna keep it. Cool. Be right back. Yo, Navy rock. Rock freaking on, Navy. Okay, that one's definitely started. Got to take these little twist ties out. Yep, so this is for a customer, Mr. Cody. I'll make sure he gets the link to this. Unfortunately, he's not seeing it live. That's probably my fault, because I was so busy I didn't email him, so my bad. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, the build we got tonight has an Intel i7 14700K RTX 4080, a 32 gigs of fast DDR5 RAM, 3 terabytes of storage, and a really nice cooler right here from EK. There's a couple other things in here, but you know, that's most of them. So many bolts, so little arm strength. All right, there we go. Now we gotta connect all of these fans to each other. Like that. Like that. Okay. So this guy does not connect into those. This guy, however, needs to connect in to here. So this guy is going to provide the power for RGB and for the fan speeds. So let's see where you put in this gaming PC. This has a 14700K from Intel. Okay. And I mean, we should have plenty of room at the top, but it's always nice to not have to deal with it. So I'm going to, let's stick this up here. Hopes that these cables will reach. Looks like they will. So I've got my CPU. There's VRM fan, CPU fan / pump. I want that. This guy's gonna be RGB. So I'm gonna just kind of run that to the back. Hopefully it'll stay there. And when I put this up, oops, did I mean to smack that? Smack that all on the one. Sorry. Okay. Now, all that stuff is kind of fed to the back. I just need to get this thing situated so that I can get those first couple bolts in. Okay. Once I get the first 2 bolts in, it'll keep itself up, but until I get those first 2 bolts in, it will not keep itself up. Okay, there we go. Now I can just get the rest in. Gonna hit the 4 corners first to really kind of get it snug and not wanting to fall. Then I'll get the rest. Variety show. Navy 141 variety show. All right, got you on the big screen. Wait, is that a different? Navy, you have 2 channels? I didn't know you had I didn't know you had started a second channel. Message redacted. Does Navy have a secret second channel? That is the original channel that you started 3 years ago. Oh. Have you uploaded anything to it? Clark coming in with the tier 1 membership. All right, I think that looks good. I don't think I need to adjust this around at all. Nothing new over there in more than a year. Gotcha. It's good for likes. You should almost like repurpose it someday. We're gonna scooch this over just a little bit so I'm now underneath that other camera. Appreciate it. Now we've got 3 members. 3 tier 1 members. Oh, and I can throw this back in. We're done up on top. We don't need to get up there anymore. Okay. Do, on the other hand, have a lot of stuff to get out of the way here. Your alerts are doubled. That's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it's this one. Properties. Audio mixer. Audio settings. Sound commands. Kick get sub is off. Yeah, I'm not sure. I need to figure out why that is. I honestly don't know what the doubling is from. Oh, it could be from OBS or Creator Dashboard being open. Yeah, I don't know. I have sound commands there. I probably don't need to be on, because I think those are coming through my browser anyways. Can you, oh, I don't think the exclamation points will work in here anyways. Whatever. Whatever. Yo, Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat. $1.99. Always happy to help and support. Hey, I appreciate you, dude. That's what I appreciate about you, amongst other things. Okay, so got that there. Definitely gonna need that. Definitely gonna need these. Ryan's first super chat on a live stream for me. Bruh. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, my alerts have been doubled on Kick too, and I just like haven't taken the time to figure out how to fix it. Because I don't know how to fix it offline. Because the test feature on Botrix kind of sucks. If I'm being perfectly honest. Let me make sure I'm installing this the correct orientation. For some reason, I feel like I'm flipping it. I don't want to do that. It shouldn't matter. Oh wait, I know which way it has to go. There's only one way it can go. It has to go this way, onto here, because otherwise these will not sit on it well. Ah, stop. Okay, I didn't mess up the thermal paste at all. It's good, it's good. I need these little bolts out, I think. I think we need these short bolts out. When? Fine, we'll just take them all out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these big bolts can go back. Back to the fiery chasm from whence you came! Ryan with another super chat! Woo woo! I don't think there's any alerts for it because I'm still a bot when it comes to YouTube, but thank you. Okay. They're getting doubled on my event tab thing, my activity feed, which could be the reason for it. Every event in my activity feed from Botrix is getting doubled. I don't know why. Like whether it be from Kick or from YouTube, it's getting doubled in the activity feed, and I don't understand why it would be. You can't find your manual. You can find, it'll be online. You can do the same sort of thing, and where you will find the same place that you would find the BIOS file is where you can find the manual. I can show you that too. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, so can I get that? Oh no! Don't you do that to me. How dare you. Dare you. Okay, that's on. Yeah, like I'm looking at my recent events thing, and they're all doubled, and I don't know why that would be. I got those kind of started, at least to the point where they won't move. Does yours do that, Amy? Yeah, like every single thing is getting doubled on there, which could be the cause of it, but I just don't know why. I don't think so. We should be able to test it off stream and figure it out. Yeah. That's pretty tight. Oops. All right. That is definitely tight. Let's lock down a couple of hours and get all your alerts set. Yeah, maybe on Friday. I'll have to figure out a time where I can make it work. I might not be able to make it happen before my trip, but we should definitely do it. All right, and then EK thing is flipped. Make sure that's the right way up. And that's installed. That is installed. Now I need to, let's connect these RGB guys together. Those feel pretty sturdy, but again, don't trust it. So let's get our handy dandy electrical tape out. Can't get my electrical tape opened. These stupid gloves. There we go. Got it. All right, that's definitely gonna stay together. 94 pages, yeah. It's probably at the bottom, the like how to update your BIOS with easy flash utility, and then there'll be the other version, which is how to flash your BIOS. I don't remember what they call it, but they'll be right next to each other. Okay, let's get our RGB connected in here. Okay, got that, that was easy. Let's do a single zip tie to hold that together. The BIOS updating part is literally gonna be like 1 page. That's it. Okay. That should be towards the end of the manual. Okay, just doing a little bit of cable management there. I think at this point we can get our motherboard installed, or sorry, our motherboard. We can get our power supply installed, and then we'll really work on the cable management in earnest. Okay, that. So, now we just gotta get everything connected. CPU power connected. We actually don't have any SATA power, so I don't need that either. I'm not throwing it away, but the customer can have it in case they ever add anything that needs SATA power. Okay, power supply side for this. Okay, we got our GPU power cable. Boom, done. Asus Easy Flash Utility. So that's for when you're able to post it into the BIOS, but you're not able to get the computer to post right now. So there should be the next one, which is for flashing, like when the computer is off. And I don't remember what they call it off the top of my head. All right, Mr. Red, I need to go. See you next time. Hey, Mr. Rainbow, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for dropping that membership. Thank you for making me laugh with the phone call. And we will see you on the next one, my good man. We will definitely see you on the next one. Okay. All right, there we go. Power supply is in. Now we just need our power supply bolts. For some reason, Asus thinks we need 6 of them, probably because people are like that and they almost throw them across the room. Can't seem to find it. Hold on, let me turn my gaming PC back on and I'll show it in a minute. Can you type the exact model name for your motherboard into the chat for me? Because we'll be done with this in pretty short order here, and I can help you out with that. ROG Strix Z690 gave me, okay. Okay, there's all that. Sweet, that worked really well. Okay, working on some cable management back here, cleaning this stuff up before I plug in the GPU and motherboard power cables to the respective components. All right, that looks pretty good. Now the motherboard. Go through up here, just like that. Okay, nice and clean looking. And then the GPU power cable is going to come through here along the bottom, like so. We can run it out through here. It might look nicer. I guess we'll do that. Since it's there, that's really what that's for. Just like that. Okay, and we're gonna tighten down a couple things here. Okay. Okay. It's looking pretty good, huh? And this GPU one we'll be able to tidy up once we get that connected, which is pretty much now. I think we're ready. So let's get the 2 slots open here. I wonder if there's something in this filter for recent events. Alerts, tips, kicking YouTube, kicks, gifted members, super chats. I don't know what tips are versus super chats. No, there's not really much I can do there. Okay. Okay, got that one out. The next one out of here. Boom. Got that out of here. Now, let's get, what are the specs on my gaming PC? So my gaming PC, I have an AMD Ryzen 9 7950X. I have a 7900 XTX, also from AMD GPU, 32 gigs of V-Color RAM. I've got the Asus ROG Strix Crosshair Extreme I believe is the name. It's like, it was like $1,000 at the time. Got a terabyte of storage for now, the SN850X, and then a 1300 watt power supply, maybe 1600 watt. And then I've got the whole system water cooled. So like I custom water cooled the whole thing. Okay, so got the GPU out here. This is the support bracket that comes with the GPU. So we'll stick that down there, and then if we can, we'll see if we can install the one that comes with the Asrock motherboard, because that one might look a little bit nicer. 3D Elite, what's up? Hi, hi, hi. How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, hold on. Cool. Need a quick drink of water. Okay. So this guy is supposed to bolt into the motherboard somehow, some way. I don't remember if it has its own dedicated spots or how it's supposed to work. I also don't remember if it clears this thing there. So this guy is supposed to mount right there. I think, yeah, it doesn't clear this guy, so we can't actually use the one that Asrock designed for us here. We'll have to have the customer install the mounting bracket when he gets it. You can't do it. I can't do it in shipping because of the expandable foam. Will get caught on it and bend it. How we doing, 3D? Leet. I wonder if that's Tyler Leet. All right, the star of the show. Got our RTX 4080. It doesn't look like there's any actual plastic to take off of it. Sweet. Oh, this is a 3-slot card. What a chonker. I feel like so many cards these days, even ones that are like real thick, they've only been utilizing 2 slots. Coffee and Bakery, how we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. You're making me hungry. I have not had dinner yet. Just your name. I'm like, wow, I can use some food. Who do you have for the Super Bowl? I don't know. Taylor Swift's team? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't even get to watch it this year. I am going to be in Colombia for the Super Bowl, so I will likely not be watching the Super Bowl this year. And I'm a Rams fan, so I really don't have a dog in this fight. There we go. The baby's installed. Anything I can do for a free AIO? Mine broke and I can't afford a new one. Oh no. I don't know if there's anything you can do for a free one. I could sell you one for real cheap, but I don't think I can get you a free one. What CPU and motherboard do you have? That will kind of determine whether you would even be able to use it. Okay. That is nice and installed, tightened down. Again, we'll have the support bracket for the customer to install once he gets it, because we want to make sure that this thing doesn't sag over time. All right, and then we've got that. So there's our nice clean power cable coming down there. Okay, that looks good. You have an 11700F. Oh, I mean, I can sell you one for pretty cheap because it's an older one. I mean, it's unused, but it's older. If that's interesting to you, you can shoot me an email. Like, I would charge like $50 for it or something. Maybe 65 to include shipping. It's an EVGA CLC360. Okay, what do we think of that, chat? What do we think of that? How does that look to your eyeballs? Just used a couple of zip ties here, not too many. Not too many. Oh, one more that I forgot about. I really want to like do something here too, because it's bothering me, okay? It's bothering me. There's no reason for this. Literally no reason to do this, but we're doing it anyways. Okay, doing it anyways. Cool, there we go. I guess there is a reason to do it. It's called OCD. All right, what do we think of that baller cable management, chat? What do we think of that? I think it's so good, I want to take a picture of it. So good that I wanted to take a picture of it and post it on social media. Clean as. I don't have my bleep button up here. No, you have to put a decent amount of force to connect your RAM in. So I wouldn't necessarily attribute it to that. And again, if you haven't tried updating the motherboard offline, then like, again, I don't think it's worth asking the what ifs if we haven't done that yet. All right, you guys have seen the beauty. Now it's going to disappear forever. Nobody's gonna see it again. Ooh, we didn't actually get into the slot down there. I was like, why is that sticking out so much? There we go. Now it's in that slot. Cool. Now take a look at the front of that. How freaking sick is that? What do I need to do if I want to hook up some Corsair fans to a pre-built ROG PC? They should use standard connections and stuff. So if you've got the fans and you have the hub that comes with the fans, that should be all you need. I mean, I guess I don't know what the ROG PC looks like, but you should be able to just take the old fans out, plug into, oh, that bent that a little bit, didn't it? Guess I shouldn't have pulled so tight on that, huh? That's okay. Should try to alleviate that stress a little bit though. Okay, we're gonna, hold on. It's a little tighter than I would like that to be. How about we do that? That should alleviate the stress a little bit. Yeah. That looks better. Okay, we're good. Okay. But yeah, pretty much all you need to do is unplug the old fans and then plug in the Corsair ones. I don't remember if the Corsair ones even use an RGB header. They definitely use a USB 2.0 header, which you can't really see what I'm pointing at, but it's usually these down at the bottom of the motherboard, and that's what the motherboard, or that's what the little USB hub from Corsair will connect to. So you will need that you'll need to make sure that you have one of those to connect to, otherwise you won't be able to control the RGB. But other than that, you really don't need much. You just gotta swap out the ones that were in there before. Okay, my giant bag of nuts is finally empty. I ate that in like a month. All right, you guys know what time it is. We need to see some fire emotes in the chat in order to fire this thing up. Now, we're only on YouTube tonight, so you guys got to make up for the fact that there's nobody on Kick to try and drop emotes. It's just us, okay? So I'm gonna need you guys to put in a little extra work to get those emotes up. Navy coming in hot, Jatana coming in hot, fresh off the lurking. Yeah, I think I gotta update the motherboard because I did get the motherboard back in November. Yeah. Well, you got it back in November, but who knows when it was manufactured? It was probably manufactured a while ago. I have no fans and my PC gets hot. Oh yeah. That is a problem. You definitely don't want your PC getting hot. It will not work as well. Coffee and Bakery coming in with the emotes as well. Navy with more emotes. I want more emotes. All right. Turn these lights down just a bit. Get this connector in there. I should have plugged this in before I turned the lights down so I could see what I was doing. There we go. All right, it's plugged in. Ooh, the chili emote. All right. Ooh, spicy. Okay. I think we've done it. Okay, I think you guys did it. So, i7 14700K, RTX 4080, 32 gigs of RAM, 3 terabytes of storage, the Asrock Nova Wi-Fi motherboard, 1000 watt power supply, NZXT H7 Flow RGB, and the EK360 AIO. First power up. Let's see what we think. Coffee and Bakery saying it's always sunny here. My hands feel gross. What do we think, chat? What do we think? Lots of RGB on the motherboard itself. I love the RGB on this EK CPU cooler block. I think it's nice and clean. You can't see it, but there is RGB on these fans. You can see the RGB on the front fans, looking good. It's a nice build. Obviously RGB on the RAM. It's dead sexy. Looks fan-frickin-tastic. That's right. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, while we let that start, we're gonna show Mr. Ryan something real quick. Hold on, I need to restore the chat over here so I can read it. So, restore chat. That thing adds 45 FPS just in RGB. That's right. Okay, let me find Okay, sorry about that. I mean, yeah, you guys don't get to see me because whatever. So let me just help out Ryan here and show him what he needs to do. So Asus motherboard support. Fine, accept cookies. So you're gonna go to the support tab here. Hopefully Ryan, I mean, after the video's over, Ryan, you'll be able to go back and look at this. But yeah, literally you just need to go to the motherboards tab here. So you'll select that. And then you can either search by that or you can search, oh, well, hold on. Select your product. Okay. We have Asus ROG. Which one did you say? Oh my god, this thing is so dumb. Hold on. Asus ROG Strix. What was it? Asus ROG Strix Z690A gaming Wi-Fi, right? Gaming Wi-Fi. Okay. So, I'm gonna go to this. So you just type in your motherboard model, gaming Wi-Fi. Okay, well, fix that. Boom. Gaming Wi-Fi. I'm gonna click on support. You're gonna want CPU/memory support. No, you want drivers and tools. Sorry. So drivers and tools, and then under BIOS and firmware, here's the BIOS file that you're gonna download. Looks like their newest one is from December. And then looking at the manual, here's BIOS manual. There's a BIOS manual. I think this just teaches you how to get through the BIOS, not how to. Asus crash-free BIOS 3. Auto recovery tool. Okay. Wi-Fi user manual. Crash-free BIOS 3. Oh, do you not have this? Do you not have that option? What's the rear I/O look like? Special features. BIOS flashback button. Oh, you definitely have BIOS flashback button. So where is that on here? Knowing your BIOS. Maybe it's not even in here, huh? So there's knowing the BIOS, entering the BIOS at startup, how to update the BIOS. So normally you would use the flash utility. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't tell you, does it? Okay, well, so you're not wrong. So Asus BIOS flashback instructions is what you want. How to use Asus USB BIOS flashback. So this is what you need. So basically, you're gonna download that. File. This is probably gonna ask you to. It's gonna make sure you have it. Your USB formatted correctly. So you're gonna download all that. BIOS renamer. Yeah, you're basically just gonna, I would put it in a flash drive just because it's easier to find. And then literally you're just gonna stick it in a port. There should be a port kind of like this that's labeled BIOS. And then you should have a BIOS button, and you're just gonna hold down the BIOS button for a few seconds, and then it'll start updating your BIOS. And then you need to leave it alone until you see the light stop flashing. There should be like a LED either on the motherboard somewhere or the LED that's on your flash drive. So that's how to use BIOS flashback. That's what you need to search. Go to this thing on the Asus website. That's what you need to do, okay? You need to download the BIOS file and updated it this way so that you can update your BIOS when it won't post. And hopefully that will fix your problem. I don't, obviously I don't know that that'll fix your problem, but it's worth a try. There we go. Sorry, every time I like sit down in my chair, every time I sit down in my chair and then I touch my Stream Deck, I like get like a static discharge from my finger to the Stream Deck, and then the Stream Deck like shuts down and restarts. I don't know what it is about Idaho, but it's like so much more staticky. Yeah. So that's what I would do. This motherboard I don't think has that option. It's got a reset button. It's got a clear CMOS button. I'm not sure that it has a BIOS update button like that one does. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think Asrock has that capability. Thanks for helping. I will let you know if it works out or not. All right, cool. You can just drop a comment. Oh, your cousins live in Boise? Oh, nice. I'm in Nampa. So I'm like just right next door. Yeah. Just drop a comment in one of my videos or something. Like maybe in this video once it's posted afterwards. If it's not working or if you're having trouble, and we'll figure something out. Maybe we can do like a diagnostics call, something like that's gonna have to charge for it just because I only have so much time in my life. But getting your new computer to work is probably worth it. Okay, that is it. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you like how this turned out. It's a beautiful computer. Cody, the owner of this, is hopefully gonna love it, and maybe he'll get a chance to go back and watch the build. But until then, until next time, we will see you. And make sure you hit some likes and hit some hearts before you leave. Adios. Another awesome build. Thank you, Navy. Bye, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night. Don't stay up too late.